Hello and welcome back to day 16 of the small account challenge. Today we're down 80 before commissions and 97 after. So a bit of a bigger red day. Um, 5 losses, 5 trades, so 0 winners. And I actually felt pretty, it's like weirdly good about it. Like the only problem with today was this VBOS trade. But all the trades on Zers and Pxlw, I managed my risk very well. Like all of them were only $4 losers, or I had three $4 losers and one $13 loser. And it was like that. So I was down around 25 before commissions, um, before I took that BVOS trade that sent me down to 80. Um, but in 4 trades, I was only down 25 bucks. I still had potential to get green off of that, which is why I kept on trading. I do want to instantiate a new rule saying if I start the day with 3 losses in a row, I should just quit it there. Clearly, I'm not on my game if I do have three losses in a row, or I'm just maybe that ticker is messing with me because I started my day with Zers. We were looking for It was a red to green move right here. 2 red candles. Got in for that first candle to break with 400 shares. We only sold, or 450 shares. We only sold a third of our position on the break because we wanted to see the remaining 300 shares um, go through VWAP and then hit our pre-market pivot of 298. And that was very realistic considering that we had a very bullish red to green. We were selling off and then get those 2 candles, we have this bottoming tail, and then we're coming up. And I got in and it was looking like, oh wow, this thing's gonna break the VWAP, and it doesn't. I sold a third there for security reasons, just like giving myself a little bit, but it didn't end up doing anything because it ends up going all the way back down to 270. I add at 271 and then sell there all of it for 272 for a loss of around $4 or $5. Um, if I hadn't taken profit up there, it would have been a greater loss because I wouldn't have been able to add back, and it probably would have been around like a 12 to $18 loss. Um, then our next trade, we went on to Pxlw, and here, let's see. This one was something that came up on one of my momentum scanners as hitting high of day. And so high of day was 525. On this candle, I got in towards the beginning of it. It opened here, it dips down. I got in here as I saw a big buyer at 520. There was a let's see, it said 500 right here, so it was 50,000, 50,000 share buyer at 520. Um, so I got in looking for the move through 525 and then into new highs. And I got in with 250 shares, so if I was looking for around a 5 cent to 10 cent move, getting around 20 bucks to cover my previous loss. Um, and that I sold for a 2 cent loss after we saw that seller break down at 520. Next off, we go back to Zers, and um, we take a trade here on the break of VWAP. We get a false break because I was looking for, again, the break of VWAP into new highs and then at 298. So again, this was all kind of the same setup. I kind of should have taken the hint after this second one that it wasn't really going to work out. Because I take the second loss and then I was like, I think this was a $13 loss, yeah. And then I go in for another one, another stab, 3 VWAP. We get the break of VWAP here. It goes up to 87 and then flushes back down. We get out at the end of that candle for a small loss of like $5. Um, yes, 6 cents on 150 shares. And then, so we're down here $25 before commissions and then $40 after commissions. And I avoided VBOS all morning because of how it was trading pre-market. I did not like how it was trading pre-market. How whenever it got up to a like I don't know, there was something fishy about it when I was doing this move uh, in pre-market as it was curling up in at 9 a.m. And you can see here, like this open is horrendous. Look at this, just wicks everywhere. I would never be able to trade that and make money on that. Never. I don't think I ever could. Because, I mean, where would you buy? You could buy a dip, but then what if it goes lower? What if it breaks VWAP and just sells off the rest of the day? I mean, there's no buy indicator here. If anything, you can maybe get something down here, but that's just with hindsight. This could have been a breakthrough VWAP, a pullback to VWAP, and a push down. That's for all I know. But this is hindsight trading. You can say, oh, you could have gotten in down there. No, no, I couldn't have. um, but here I get in for 125 shares, so half my size that I was supposed to be using. I was supposed to be using around 250 on this trade. I got in with half size because I didn't really trust the stock. I mean, then again, why am I trading the stock if I didn't trust it? Exactly. That's the problem. So I get in looking for the break of 650 and then looking for it to break 650, 655, then 665. After that, we have a blue skies into the halt level, which was around 680 at the time, 690 maybe. But we had already seen a few stocks halt today, so I was looking to maybe have its break of high day into a halt. And then um, we we false break by a penny and then come back down, and on this next candle we flush let's see here, 40 50 cents, almost 60 cents. So even with my half share size, it was a $55 loss. So you can imagine what it would be like. I mean, yes, even though I am 0 for 5 today on my trades, it could have been worse if I had kept full size for all of them, if I had not managed risk. It was a choppy day. And while the VBOS trade was definitely avoidable, um, I'd rather take a $50 loss right now than down the line not make that mistake right now and then make it with much bigger size down the line and lose 1,000 or something. So I'm learning right now. I'm making those mistakes and I'm learning from them. So hopefully I can improve from that. And so yeah, improve from that and learn and get better. Um, yeah, that's it for day 16. I'll see you all tomorrow, day 17.